Roblox just put a bounty on the head of every R6 developer. That is the reality of the 2026 DevEx update. What if I told you the game that you spent years building, the one that finally hit the front page, is about to be worth 42% less just because of how your character moves? Roblox is currently undergoing a massive platform evolution, and this latest update is a complete game changer that feels like a complete betrayal to the classic community. We're talking about a massive revenue boost, algorithmic promotion, and monetization growth that sounds like a dream until you read the fine print. Roblox just dropped a bombshell about the US 18+ DevEx rate, and it is the most aggressive move that they have ever made to phase out R6 avatars forever. In this video, we're diving into developer forum drama, the stock market crash, and why the death of R6 isn't a theory anymore, it's a business strategy. Stick around because the eligible game list is about to leave some of your favorite games in the dust. Let's look at the facts. Roblox officially announced the US 18+ DevEx rate starting June 8th, 2026. Certain developers will earn 46% more on Robux spent by players who are 18 or older in the US. To put that into perspective, the standard rate, 35 cents per 1,000 Robux, the 18+ rate, roughly 50 cents per 1,000 Robux. On paper, this is an incredible win. It's a direct response to their Q1 2026 earnings report, where they saw the 18 to 34 demographic growing by 50% over 1 year. They want to reward novel games and high-fidelity experiences. They want to compete with platforms like Fortnite and Unreal Engine by proving that Roblox is a place where professional, adult-oriented studios can thrive. But this update isn't coming from a place of generosity, just look at the timing. As of May 1st, 2026, Roblox stock plummeted over 20% in a single day after a disastrous earnings call and guidance cut. This DevEx bonus is a desperate attempt to pivot the platform towards higher spending adults to satisfy panicked shareholders. But to get that money, they hit us with requirements that has the entire community at an uproar. Tucked away in the eligibility section of the dev form is a line that sounds like a bad meme. To be eligible, games should use R15 avatars. Roblox claims that older players expect higher fidelity and realistic movement, like knees and elbows. They argue that R15 allows layered clothing and expressive character systems, and that would appeal to a more mature demographic, but let's be real, this is a slap in the face. They've told us for years that they would never remove R6, but they don't have to remove it if they just make it financially impossible to keep using it. This isn't just a suggestion, it's a financial ultimatum. If you are a developer, you are being forced to choose between the artistic integrity of your game and a nearly 50% increase in your paycheck. For many full-time developers, that isn't even a choice. It's a hostage situation. Think about the high-quality games that this excludes. We aren't talking about low-effort baseplate games, Block Tales, a masterpiece of R6 aesthetic, and turn-based combat that feels like classic RPG. Forsaken, high-fidelity, atmospheric, and intentionally R6 for its specific gameplay feel. Bite by Night, a game literally geared towards a mature audience, yet it is now ineligible for the mature DevEx rate. Real developers are losing their mind right now. These are people whose livelihoods depend on these rates. One dev forum user pointed out the absolute irony of this policy. How do you determine a brain rot game using R15 is more deserving of this rate than a high fidelity R6 game geared towards mature users? It's a very valid point. You can have a low effort AI generated brain rot skibbity obby using R15 that actually qualifies for this massive pay raise, while a genre defining RPG that spent years in development gets nothing because they chose the R6 rig. This policy doesn't reward quality, it rewards compliance with an aesthetic that many players, especially the older ones that grew up with the platform, don't even like. Many veteran players actually prefer R6 because it's the identity of the platform. By forcing R15, Roblox isn't catching their mature audience, they are trying to force their mature audience to change to their tastes. To look like more realistic competitors, it feels like Roblox is embarrassed of its own history. This is the part that actually really stings. For years, the community has begged Roblox not to delete R6. Roblox responded saying, "Don't worry, we're not removing it," and technically they're right, they aren't hitting the delete button. Instead, they're using the monopoly on their metaverse to starve it out. They're creating a tier system where R6 is treated like a legacy or inferior product that doesn't deserve top tier monetization. If you're a new developer looking for those numbers, why would you ever choose R6 now? You'd be leaving 42% of your potential income on the table. This is how you kill a feature without having to take the public reputation hit of deleting it. It is a slow corporate execution. They're essentially saying, you can keep your R6, but it is going to cost you thousands of dollars a year. Why is this happening? Look at the stock market. Roblox is under immense pressure to prove that they are an adult platform. They want their screenshots to look like Second Life or like Unreal Engine to please their shareholders. They think R6 looks childish or dated, even though it's literally the DNA of the platform. They are effectively putting R6 behind a paywall. If you want the most amount of money, you must use R15. It's a calculated corporate workaround to effectively sunset R6 in the real time, right in front of our very eyes. It's It's a move that prioritizes corporate image over the creative freedom of the developers who built the platform in the first place. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below. And also watch this playlist right here because you'll like it.